to Malacca. Malacca is a UNESCO World Heritage listed city. It's only about 2 hours south of Kuala Lumpur, so very popular for weekend getaways for locals and tourists.
We just had coffee and some breakfast at a little local restaurant just around the corner, and we're about to head to our first stop of the day, St. Paul's Cathedral, and then we'll probably finish up in the night markets tonight in the Chinatown or Old Town.
Jonker Street. That sun is brutal. It's so hot.
We've been here now for about 3 days, and we found every morning to about 11, 12 o'clock, the sun is out and it's pretty brutal. But from about 12, the clouds sort of roll in, and it's been raining every afternoon, which hasn't been horrible.
So we're actually walking through Dutch Square to get to St. Paul's Cathedral. Malacca was a Dutch colony for 183 years, and you can actually see that reflected in the architecture style of the city. It's so loud. When the British came along and conquered Malacca, they painted everything red. It was actually white initially. So here in Dutch Square you can find the Old Town Hall, the Clock Tower and the Old Church of Malacca, but we're actually heading behind here to check out the old fort and St. Paul's Cathedral.
The square is super busy at the moment, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping St. Paul's Cathedral is a little bit quiet. All the tourists are here.
Does it cost anything to get into St. Paul's?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's free to get in, but we'll find out in a second.
We've been following the signs. It said to go up this way, but it leads to nowhere. So we're going to be doing some obstacle climbing.
So St. Paul's Cathedral is located on the top of St. Paul's Hill, which we were following the signs from Dutch Square, and it led us to here. So I don't know if it's better to follow Google Maps or just keep heading up,
I
which
don't
we're
know.
doing.
It's locked. There's a gate that locks it. So you definitely can't get through there.
Malacca's pretty flat. We're currently on a hill walking up, so I think we're going the right way.
We'll soon find out.
So St. Paul's Cathedral was built by the Portuguese in 1521. It is the oldest church building in Malaysia and Southeast Asia. The church isn't actually used today because it is in ruins, which we will check out shortly. So a security guard at the gate just told us we can follow these stairs all the way to the top of the hill.
So scattered around the area of St. Paul's Cathedral are some very old Dutch and Portuguese tombstones. The oldest one's dating back to 1568, so very old.
Around St. Paul's Cathedral, you can also find the Dutch graveyard, where you can find a number of Dutch tombstones here, along with some British tombstones from when they had control of Malacca back in the 1900s.
So another really popular thing to do in Malacca is to take a river cruise. This is not the most aesthetic part of the river, as you can see. There is a really nice river walk though that we're going to be doing tonight. It's lined with cafes, restaurants. It lights up all different colours. So as soon as the sun goes down, we will make our way there. This river is giving me the Yarra River vibes of Melbourne, so if you know, you know.
I think we've only seen it one day where it was nice and clear, green and still. Every other day, it's that colour. I don't know if it has anything to do with all the rain we had the last couple of days either. So we're getting hungry. We're going to head across the canal over to the heritage part of Malacca and grab some Nyonya food for lunch.
Yeah, so Nyonya cuisine is essentially a fusion between Chinese and Malay dishes. It's well known to be sweet, spicy and quite aromatic, so I think we're going to get some laksa.
I'm excited. It's 3 o'clock, so it's well past our lunchtime.
Yeah, we're pretty hungry. There are quite a few traditional Nyonya restaurants around Jonker Street Heritage area. We're going to a place called Siu Tins. It's supposed to have really good laksa. Also, Jonker 88 is really popular, the Melting Pot and Peranakan Place, which we went to the first night. Really good. So we're being put out to the back. There's a little back section to this restaurant. There's no one else here. There's no music or really much atmosphere, but the booth seats are very comfortable. So just reading the menu, a lot of the popular spices of Nyonya cuisine consist of lemongrass, cinnamon, garlic, star anise, and finely crushed shrimp. Should be pretty tasty with those ingredients. We've ordered 2 different types of curry, one being like a laksa coconut soup based curry and the other one being a drier rendang curry. We've also ordered butterfly pea rice. So butterfly pea is a plant that is grown in Southeast Asia. It's a little bit similar to the flavour profile of chamomile. It's quite sweet and florally. So that'll be really interesting to try in a rice. And we've also ordered some green beans. Have to be healthy and ordered green beans. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Malaysian food is so rich and hearty and filling. You're never going to leave a restaurant like this feeling hungry.
Thank you. Another delicious Malaysian lunch.
Yeah, that was really nice. Some of the best curries I think we've had since we've been here. The service wasn't that great.
But the food was good, which is the main thing.
And the price was even better.
Yeah.
This is great. So right now we're on Jonker Street, which is the main touristy street here in Malacca. You can find boutique shops, cafes, restaurants, there's a few bars, and also down the little side streets there's some really interesting buildings, beautiful street art and mosques. So be sure to check out the little streets around Jonker Street as well. Don't just walk up and down here because it gets extremely busy.
So we're going to jump off Jonker Street and go check out some of the back streets. We're going to come back later and have a look at the night market.
Yeah, there's a night market here on weekends, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. It's pedestrian only, so it's blocked off to cars. So you can come here, eat some really delicious street food and buy souvenirs.
Looks like the afternoon storm's rolling in, so we're going to head home and wait for it to get dark, and we'll see you there at the night markets.
See you then. Alright, so it's been about an hour and a half. We're heading back out to the Jonker Street night market to check it out.
Yep, we're going to grab some street food and have a bit of a look around.
Yes, and definitely some chendol. It's very popular to get here in Malacca. comes to life as the sun goes down. Every weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the night markets are on, and it's a really good place to come and try some local street food and delicious juices, chendol. There's a lot of people out and it's a very good atmosphere. Speaking of chendol, we are going to get some now. I've just ordered the standard chendol, how it comes. Steve, I think, has ordered the durian one. So he's saying yes with the camera. But yeah, it's been a couple of hours since we've had lunch, so I am pretty hungry and excited for this chendol.
First glance, it's a bit of a strange looking dessert with the green jelly noodles and the beans. What it is shaved ice with coconut cream or milk, and then the gula melaka, which is the palm sugar, drizzled all over it to give it a nice sweetness. Now I went for the addition of durian. So I've heard the best thing to do is give it a good mix all those flavours around, and then dig in. The best dessert on a hot day.
It melts so quickly, you have to eat it really fast.
That was so good. I'm going to finish up the video here. If I could recommend one night to come out of the 3 nights, definitely come the Saturday night. There's a lot more street vendors, a lot more people.
It's a lot more lively on a Saturday. Even the Friday, Sunday, it's a bit dead. But it's good if you don't like crowds. So next time you see us, we will be in Penang. So we're going to take a quick bus back to Kuala Lumpur and then another bus to Penang. So we'll see you there.
See you there.